What if I told you that the very snack most men absent-mindedly reach for in the afternoon could be quietly shaping the course of their vitality, strength, and confidence as they age? It sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? The truth is, something as small and simple as the nuts sitting in your kitchen pantry could either support the systems that keep you feeling youthful and capable, or slowly contribute to the fatigue, decline, and frustration that many men over 50 begin to accept as inevitable. In reality, it's not fit, it's physiology. What you put into your body every day sends signals that determine how well your hormones function, how efficiently your blood flows, and how resilient your nerves and energy systems remain. And when it comes to men's health, those three systems: circulation, hormonal balance, and nerve integrity form the very foundation of vitality and sexual performance. Erections, energy, and endurance are not purely psychological phenomena. Desire and willpower alone cannot overcome poor nutrition or compromised circulation. They are biological processes that depend on a delicate network of arteries, hormones, and neurotransmitters functioning in harmony. This is where nuts come in, not as a miracle cure, but as a remarkable, evidence-based food group that can significantly influence the internal environment that supports male performance. The right kinds of nuts provide essential fatty acids, amino acids, minerals, and antioxidants that improve vascular flexibility, promote testosterone production, reduce oxidative stress, and protect the nerve endings responsible for sensitivity and response. Yet, while some nuts deliver outstanding benefits, others quietly work against the same systems, increasing inflammation, burdening the liver, or interfering with mineral absorption. To understand why this matters so much, consider what happens in the male body after 50. Testosterone levels naturally begin to decline, but that decline accelerates under certain conditions: stress, poor diet, lack of sleep, and low physical activity. At the same time, blood vessels lose elasticity, and nitric oxide levels fall, reducing the body's ability to dilate arteries and supply oxygen-rich blood where it's needed most. Over years, this combination leads to lower libido, weaker erections, slower recovery, and diminished energy. What few men realize is that small, consistent changes such as the daily choice of what kind of nuts they eat can counteract these effects. The nutrients in specific nuts act as building blocks for restoring these systems, while others deplete them silently over time. Walnuts stand out as one of the most potent examples of how food directly fuels circulation and performance. Their unique composition of omega-3 fatty acids and the amino acid arginine makes them a natural enhancer of blood flow. Arginine converts into nitric oxide within the body, which signals blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing for stronger, more sustained circulation. This process is essential not only for cardiovascular health but also for erectile function, as erections depend entirely on proper vascular expansion. Regular consumption of walnuts can therefore improve both heart health and sexual vitality simultaneously. The antioxidants found in walnuts, including vitamin E and polyphenols, further protect the endothelium, the inner lining of the arteries, keeping it flexible and resistant to oxidative damage. In practical terms, just a small handful of walnuts each day is enough to support these mechanisms and reduce the risk of age-related vascular stiffness. Almonds, on the other hand, work primarily through hormonal and metabolic pathways. They are rich in magnesium and vitamin E, two nutrients that complement each other in reducing oxidative stress and supporting endocrine balance. Magnesium plays a crucial role in lowering cortisol, the stress hormone that competes with testosterone for dominance in the bloodstream. When cortisol levels remain high, testosterone production slows, energy decreases, and sexual desire diminishes. By maintaining healthy magnesium intake, men can suppress excess cortisol and support higher levels of natural testosterone. Vitamin E, meanwhile, protects cell membranes from oxidative degradation, ensuring that the Leydig cells in the testes, responsible for producing testosterone, remain healthy. Together, these two nutrients form a biochemical safeguard against hormonal decline. Almonds also provide healthy monounsaturated fats that stabilize cholesterol levels and improve the ratio between HDL and LDL, further supporting circulatory health. In this way, almonds serve as both a hormonal stabilizer and a cardiovascular ally. Pistachios are another overlooked powerhouse for men's vitality. Their effect is more direct and measurable than most other nuts. Several studies have shown that men who consume pistachios daily experience improvements in erectile function, largely due to their high arginine content and antioxidant capacity. The increased nitric oxide availability from arginine enhances endothelial relaxation, while antioxidants reduce inflammation and protect vascular walls from plaque buildup. In addition, pistachios are relatively low in calories compared to other nuts, making them an ideal choice for maintaining a lean body composition, which is crucial for hormonal balance. Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, increases aromatase activity, the conversion of testosterone into estrogen, which can further suppress male hormone levels. Thus, incorporating pistachios as a daily snack can not only promote blood flow but also assist in maintaining the leaner physique associated with optimal testosterone levels. Brazil nuts deserve special mention for their rare concentration of selenium, a trace mineral vital for testosterone synthesis, sperm quality, and prostate health. Selenium acts as a cofactor in the production of glutathione, one of the body's most important antioxidants. When selenium levels are adequate, the body maintains better control over oxidative stress, protecting cells from damage and supporting efficient hormonal production. However, selenium's power is a double-edged sword. It must be consumed in moderation. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day provide all the selenium the body needs, while excess intake can lead to toxicity. For men experiencing fatigue, low libido, or sluggishness, introducing a small daily dose of Brazil nuts can restore vitality through hormonal recalibration. Selenium's link to sperm motility and reproductive health also makes it particularly relevant for men seeking to preserve or enhance fertility later in life. Hazelnuts, though less frequently discussed in this context, play a critical role in protecting the nervous system. They contain folate, vitamin B9, and magnesium, both of which support neurotransmitter synthesis and nerve signal transmission. Arousal and pleasure are not just vascular events, they are neurochemical experiences, driven by efficient communication between brain and body. When nerve function is compromised, sensation dulls, responsiveness fades, and emotional connection during intimacy diminishes. By nourishing the nervous system, hazelnuts help maintain sensitivity and enhance the pleasure response. This neurological benefit extends beyond the bedroom, improving focus, coordination, and overall well-being. Hazelnuts can easily be added to breakfast bowls, smoothies, or eaten as a small snack to keep the body's communication systems running smoothly. While these 5 nuts, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, Brazil nuts, and hazelnuts offer substantial benefits, it is equally important to recognize that not all nuts support men's health equally. Too commonly consumed varieties, peanuts and cashews, may undermine vitality if eaten excessively or as primary snacks. Peanuts, though often grouped with true nuts, are technically legumes, and they carry several potential drawbacks. They are prone to contamination with aflatoxins, natural mold toxins that strain the liver's detoxification systems. When the liver becomes overburdened, it struggles to regulate hormones efficiently, leading to imbalances that affect testosterone production and metabolism. Peanuts are also high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excess, promote inflammation. The modern diet already provides an overabundance of omega-6 fats from processed foods and vegetable oils, and adding more through peanuts can further tilt the body toward an inflammatory state. Chronic inflammation narrows blood vessels, increases oxidative stress, and disrupts the hormonal equilibrium needed for healthy male function. Cashews, though smoother in texture and pleasant in flavor, pose a different issue. They contain phytic acid, a compound that binds to minerals such as zinc and magnesium, reducing their bioavailability. Zinc, as research repeatedly shows, is essential for testosterone synthesis, sperm health, and immune function. Magnesium, as mentioned earlier, plays a role in stress regulation and vascular health. When these minerals are blocked from absorption, the body operates at a deficit, undermining hormonal and circulatory efficiency. Furthermore, cashews have a relatively higher carbohydrate content compared to other nuts, which can elevate blood sugar levels. Repeated spikes in insulin lead to insulin resistance, a metabolic condition that suppresses testosterone and accelerates fat gain, especially around the abdomen. Over time, this combination of mineral deficiency and metabolic stress erodes the foundations of male vitality. The good news is that the body possesses an extraordinary capacity to recover. Even men who have relied heavily on peanuts or cashews for years can restore balance and vitality by making simple adjustments. Replacing peanuts with walnuts, almonds, or pistachios gradually reverses inflammation and restores vascular elasticity. Incorporating a few Brazil nuts in the evening supports hormonal recovery during sleep when testosterone naturally peaks. Adding hazelnuts to breakfast provides nutrients that strengthen nerve signaling for the day ahead. Within weeks, these small changes begin to alter blood chemistry, improving circulation, boosting energy, and enhancing mood. Over months, many men notice tangible improvements in performance, stamina, and confidence, both physically and mentally. What makes this approach powerful is its simplicity and sustainability. Unlike medications or temporary supplements, dietary changes integrate seamlessly into daily life and work synergistically with the body's natural processes. Every cell in the human body depends on the nutrients it receives, and when those nutrients align with biological needs, the results accumulate quietly but profoundly. A man who fuels himself with healthy fats, minerals, and antioxidants experiences more stable energy, clearer thinking, and a stronger sense of self-assurance. His arteries remain flexible, his hormonal cycles stay balanced, and his nervous system responds with precision. These are not abstract benefits, they are the real foundations of vitality and masculinity. It's also essential to consider the psychological dimension of this transformation. Men who feel their bodies responding positively regain confidence and initiative. That self-assurance ripples outward into relationships, work, and daily interactions. Improved physical function reduces anxiety, enhances mood, and reignites motivation. In many cases, the line between physical and emotional health blurs because they feed each other in a continuous loop. A stronger, more responsive body nurtures a more confident mind, which in turn encourages healthier habits. This virtuous cycle begins with something as simple as choosing the right handful of nuts each day. For men seeking practical application, consistency is key. Incorporating these nutrient-dense nuts strategically throughout the day ensures a steady supply of the compounds the body relies on. A morning handful of almonds stabilizes stress hormones. Pistachios during the afternoon sustain circulation and energy, while 1 or 2 Brazil nuts at night reinforce testosterone production during sleep. Combined with regular physical activity, adequate hydration, and sufficient rest, these choices form the backbone of a sustainable men's health regimen. The cumulative effect is profound, especially when paired with an awareness of what to avoid: overconsumption of processed oils, refined sugars, and the inflammatory agents found in certain commercial snack products. The larger lesson here extends beyond the specifics of any single food. It illustrates the principle that vitality is not lost with AGIT, is surrendered through neglect, and can be reclaimed through intention. The body, even in later decades, retains a remarkable ability to heal, adapt, and strengthen when given the proper resources. Nutrition is the most direct and controllable form of medicine available to most people, yet it is often overlooked because its effects are gradual rather than dramatic. But gradual change is lasting change. A man who consistently nourishes his body with the right foods will, over time, experience improvements that no single supplement or quick fix could deliver. Ultimately, the choice is simple but meaningful. One path leads toward continued decline, slowly diminishing energy, weaker circulation, and fading confidence. The other path, built on awareness and small consistent actions, leads toward renewal by choosing foods that support testosterone, enhance blood flow, and protect the nervous system. A man reclaims control over his well-being. These are not extravagant measures or complicated regimens. They are everyday decisions that accumulate into extraordinary results. So, the next time you reach for a snack, remember that the handful you choose holds more power than it appears. It can be a step toward revitalizing your energy, reinforcing your strength, and restoring the confidence that defines your vitality as a man. With each thoughtful choice, you are not just feeding your hunger, you are feeding your future. And that, perhaps, is the simplest yet most profound truth about men's health. Small changes done consistently can create a lifetime of strength, clarity, and fulfillment.